and what is up, ladies and gents? This is your girl Snowy here, and I'm bringing you some Destiny gameplay videos. So today I'm going to discuss about one of my favorite childhood characters, and that is Spyro the Dragon. Back in my childhood, I am such a big fan of Spyro, and you know that I have played almost every Spyro game in the history. From the first game to the third, from Enter the Dragonfly to A Hero's Tale, from Game Boy to Nintendo DS, and then from A New Beginning to Dawn of the Dragons. After watching the History of Spyro parts 1 to 3 by the TheGameDirect, I really want to talk about it. If you want to see 3 video part history of Spyro, the links are in the description below. Spyro was one of my childhood alongside Sonic, because I own every Spyro game except for Orange. Every time when there's a new Spyro game, I want to pick it up and play it immediately. Back in my old video with most and least favorite games, Spyro 2 is my most favorite. The reason is that back then, it was a challenge. Some minigames are pretty difficult that I couldn't pass it. However, with some practice, it's definitely easy. The most difficult challenge I had to deal with was in Fracture Hills, where you have to protect the alchemist from those giant stone monsters that have to hit him that can make him drop the potion. And when that happened, you have to start all over again until you will make it to Hunter. I find it very difficult, but it was easy for me this time. The funny thing is, I find it fun when you have to use cheats to unlock your new abilities, so you'd have to pay money bags for a small fee. It's more fun with abilities at the start without money bags. The biggest challenge was to collect everything for completion. If you want to go to Dragon Shores, you need every orbs and you need to collect every gem in every stage. That was pretty hard because all I focused on was to get talismans and complete a few challenges instead of all. Overall, Spyro 2 is my most favorite out of the original 3. To the GameCube, I love Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale. I don't know much to say about Enter the Dragonfly because it's a horrible game, but to me, it's alright. The company should have done better if it wasn't for a holiday release, but that would be a good game. I have to say I prefer A Hero's Tale over Enter the Dragonfly in the GameCube. For one, it's a good game. Two, is the first game that consists of not collecting every gem in every level. You need it for money bags to purchase stuff. 3. It brings difficulty to minigames. For the first attempt, you earn the dragon egg, and when you do the second, you'll get a light gem. If you want to see the secret ending, then I suggest you need to collect every collectibles to unlock it. I didn't know that until now. Now, I wasn't a big fan on Game Boy or DS games when it comes to Spyro because I haven't beat them, and that is sad. I do enjoy them, but they're not my thing. I wish I want to come back and beat Shadow Legacy. I like the game, but I have no idea where to go next with the levels and collectibles, so I gave up playing it. Now, to the Legend of Spyro series. When I looked at the new Spyro look, I'm like, what did they do to him? At first, I don't like it, but when I played A New Beginning, it's a different story. I absolutely loved A New Beginning. It had Elijah Wood as Spyro, David Spade as Sparks, Gary Oldman as Ignitus, and other voice actors played as other characters. My favorite had to go with Sparks being so funny from the beginning to the end. David Spade pulled it off excellent, and that's what made the game fun. I'm actually surprised that Elijah Woods did Spyro. I never expected an actor doing a voicing over him, but he did pull it off great. Unlike any Spyro games, the gyms consist of power-ups, and they're pretty useful for health, breath attack, and fury. And no purchases. God, I hate wasting gems anyway. The Eternal Night is the second game, and I can honestly tell that the game seems to be too dark from screenshots and trailers before the release date. And it turns out, I'm right. The story is dark, the music is dark, and the ending is emotionally dark. I'm pretty disappointed in the voicing of Sparks because he was voiced by Billy West instead of David Spade. I didn't think I can handle it when his jokes were somewhat funny. Elijah Woods was there for voice still, and I'm fine with that. Dawn of the Dragons is the final Legend of Spyro series, and I felt pretty bad. It was a final Spyro game I've ever played for the trilogy, and I wish there could be more of this. This is a game where it requires co-op, where you could play as both Spyro and Cinder. Hunter returned as well with a new look, and I like it. As for Sparks, he had a new voice again, as he was played by Wayne Brady. I'm alright with their voice like Billy West's, but I don't understand why they had to keep replacing the actors for Sparks. The most saddest part was Ignitus sacrificed his life at the almost end of the game, cause he was one of my favorite characters. However, he's a new chronicler and I'm happy for him. Now, we have a new look for Spyro, and oh my god, may I go into detail with this one? I hate the new look. Like, he looks like a Chihuahua mixed dragon and Skylanders. What have they done to him? I was expecting Spyro to look really old, like in the classics, but apparently they turned Spyro to a new direction with the new transformation for kids, teens, and adults to play. I honestly dislike what Activision did to him, and that's when I lost my mood of being a fan of Spyro because of Skylanders. To me, the first Skylanders has nothing to do with Spyro anyways. This is 2014, and I wish there will be a new Spyro game. Where is he? What did the company that holds Spyro now is going to do with him? Will he come back? Cause I was hoping for a new game that only features Spyro and Sparks like in the classics. I don't know, and the world may never know. I wish I want to go back to 2000s and play the Spyro games, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. Well, that's a wrap up, as I am going to end the video and commentary. If you have opinions about the history of Spyro and the character himself, I suggest you comment, as I would like to hear yours. Also, if you enjoy this video, I hope you subscribe to see more videos from me. Be sure to like my Facebook page to see some photos, videos, and updates from me there. See ya!